entire team fight contribution. But I'm eager to see if we're going to see any adjustments. I kind of don't think so here as we get underway with game number 2.
I think it's likely the puck will just go mid, and mid should be fine. I don't think Undying is... I mean, I didn't really watch the laning stage too much of the Undying mid game, but I would assume it's like fine. Like maybe he'll slightly win because he just steals strength, but it's not anything crazy. Like at worst it's 45-55.
Yeah. Just quickly a note on some of the facets. Arsonist for the Korra Bat Rider, so he's actually going to be doing some more right clicks, some more damage based, as we used to see a little bit more of at the start of 739, I want to say. And then tag team for the Tusk. Sometimes I don't know. I feel like it's more tag team.
I've heard theories of the Tusk core with a Helmet Dominator rush with drinking buddies.
Oh my lord!
And you drinking buddy or creeping. I've heard tales of that one, but I have not seen it in action.
Drinking buddy or creeping. What do you grab the Centaur Conqueror and then you get him in there for another stun?
Yep. And then I think it gives damage to your snowball because it's considered a hero.
Yep.
So it's like your snowball.
Yeah, they changed that, right? Because you can't Midas him now anymore. Dude, imagine. I would be... Dota needs more like goofy stuff like that, I feel. Like, honestly, I kind of like the Helm of the Dom meta for like this Marcy throwing in her creep and using it to stun you. Just unleashing. I think, like, you know, I miss the strats where like you would have a Wisp and a Lifestealer, and then Lifestealer would eat someone, infest inside someone else, and you just show up with the whole gang on a relocate.
Oh yeah, I was like, you eat a guy, and then Pudge eats someone. Lifestealer ate the Pudge, then Lifestealer like jumped inside Spirit Breaker or something.
Oh yeah, that's another classic.
A whole pinata.
Yeah, seriously. I think Dota is like, for me, it's such a beautiful sandbox of a game a lot of times. Obviously at this elite level, sometimes you get less room to play, but every now and then you'll see a pretty clever strat. Thompson, you know, pretty famous for trying an Oracle mid, trying a Grimstroke mid, you know, and just kind of abusing a little interaction. Yeah. But I think Dota's really at its peak with that. That to me is like peak esports Dota. Just the amount of stuff you can do in this game that occasionally will work it always brings a smile to my face.
I really think it's a fun thing that there's so much, like every game is so different. I think there's a lot of other games that it ends up feeling very samey every game. Whereas I feel like Dota, there's like so many different things, even just like which creep camp spawn, or if you get a pull off successfully or not, which rune spawn. Like there's always just random stuff every game that every game you play is always different.
Yeah, I remember the adjustment when they started, the creep auras would stack differently on Ancients, and you'd be like, oh man, hopefully I don't get 2 of these Granite Golem camps. So this is not the start I think PMA had in mind. Ooh, and he's not going to be able to run very well either, is he? Yuma free first blood. It looks like they kind of just walked him down.
Yeah, they saw that he had dagger level 1 and then just 100-0 him. Top though.
That's the boots. Boots on Monkey King. We're off to a strong start up top lane for Heroic as well, where Iridis will die first to Whisper. Okay. I was going to say, you know, this is not going to be the last time I assume we see Puck in this tournament, or even maybe, I wouldn't say for today, but on the stream. But I do think it may be the only Puck versus Undying mid matchup we see for some time, and that's personally exciting.
Who knows, maybe he does so good that this is not the last time we see it.
I mean, who knows, right? To me, it's almost like this Undying thing where you just have a lot of regen, you steal the strength, and you out-trade. There's nothing you can jaunt away.
The CS is crazy right now. 10-3 to 4-0.
Yeah. And I suspect it'll only get worse. I assume you just have to go Decay so you can farm. Almost killed him there, right? With the Soul Rip.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now Decay does damage, but only on its second and up skill point, of course. So
it does damage on one.
That's true, but
not significant amount.
Yeah. I mean 20, I guess it'll tickle him, but
it's enough to get the kill if he's low. But yeah, it's not the. It's better than doing no damage and only stealing strength.
That's true. That is true. I guess for me, the biggest question is it's like, all right, what's stopping this more from having kind of an out of control game again, though? You know?
I mean, realistically, nothing. I think his laning stage should be decent. I think this lane will be a bit harder than the last, but it's not going to be hard in the sense he won't farm. It just might be he won't win as hard as he did last time. I don't know. I think Morphling's just like a really solid hero. Like every game I see it, it's just annoying to deal with. If anything, if I'm Navi, the thing I'm worried about the most is how the bot lane's going.
Yeah, especially with the early death. The early brown boots for Yuma make him a bit of a constant threat against the Queen of Pain, especially. Like one bad blink and you just get walked down. Mid lane as well, Analog is starting to... He's getting bullied away from these creeps very effectively. Out of 21-7 to the 10-0. I didn't... Listen, I suspected Niku would have pretty good control over the mid wave, generally speaking. I didn't think it would be this heavy-handed.
I mean, I'm surprised too. I think... I mean, obviously Undying's just a really strong laner. Like, that's why he's consistently one of the better position 5s, but... It is definitely surprising to just see this guy like pull up and just win. And I don't know what skill builder items he's gonna go. I know in the past there was some like Echo, Orchid, Blink, Harpoon kind of thing.
Yep,
and like
with the rotting mitts, which he's got, by the way. He's got rotting mitts. Even went for a bottle. I wasn't necessarily expecting the bottle, but it makes a lot of sense just so you can continue spamming out.
Spam, yeah. And you get a point because also technically the decay is now a heal, not what it used to be. When it expires, you still keep the.
I see. Yeah, it didn't always used to work like that, which felt less value because then it felt like if you decayed someone a bunch and you didn't kill them, they would just eat a tango and get a disproportionate amount of health. Yeah. But at least now you also get the benefit of that. Yeah, I mean that's seriously quite elite. I mean, can you even gank an Undying? I feel like that's like begging for trouble. A silencer, I don't know. Yeah, a Tusk maybe. A Tusk, I think he might have something to do there. Schofield, classic position 4 melee thing. He's just kind of distracting and being very annoying. Does come at the cost of his own courier this time. Not ideal. You can see Niku just continuing to harass. Ward next to the tower now. Analog's not having a fun time in this lane. That could be said for sure. Got the juice. They'll be fine. Just bully back a little bit up to 10. Napalm stacks. Nice effort there, Schofield. Nice effort. Yeah, really like... I'm actually like really scared of how you're going to deal with this Undying eventually. Because at some point you will have this Undying frontlining. And then as soon as... Oh, quick deny there by Yuma. As soon as there's like a
I don't even know if he had to deny him. He was like 40% health or something. Or not 40, but he was like 20% health. Sure and then you just had to... Jingoose was like, okay, I'll full heal you.
Yeah, I got you, boss. No worries. I've got healing for you right here. It's like that clip of a Earthshaker buying back to enchant totem and deny his friend in Fountain. That's I'm sure he wanted to die. Come back with full HP, full mana on Silencer. Just continue throwing more spells.
Yeah, I'm sure he definitely wanted you to kill him. He was really pleased.
He's super happy about that. Thanks so much. You're my greatest friend in the world. There he is. King Jungles. He's right back in action. Not even to worry about it in a minute. But what I'm getting at, though, is it's like, I think Navi are going to hit this timing where they simply just run at you. And it strikes me as a little bit of an early game timing until that Morphling's alive. PMA. He's going to have some support here, anticipating the 7-minute Wisdom Shrine steal. Schofield, he'll lose his life to this.
Yeah, I think between the Queen of Pain and the Undying, they definitely have just strong spells they can click. Okay, oof, I was scared for Analog for a second, but he's a shield room. Whisper's kind of diving, but he is charged.
Oh, lasso now. Whisper got vision onto him. Decrep as well to stop those auto attacks from coming out of Whisper. That charge now still reaching here, and with Yuma coming through the gate, a TP cancel. That charge, it's going to be a big one. Connects on the 3, but King Jungle's through that twin gate. Will be able to assist Whisper in making it a double kill. Zayat's trying to TP away. They might just have the damage. No, not quite. But a bit of a loss there for Navi, as that dive just ends up working out for them.
I mean, I'm surprised that...
Look at this guy. Huh? He wants to die.
That could not have been any closer to the Morphling getting XP on that kill. Yeah, I'm surprised that I guess no one really wanted a TP. Like Undying, I think is what was Brilliant. Kuna and Queen of Pain doesn't want a TP there, but if one of the two of them did TP, I think all of them die and the Morph lives.
Yeah, I mean, there's even an urn online for the Queen of Pain, so I was almost suspecting a much earlier time. Maybe PMA a bit slower to level 6 here, you know, with that early death, with Yuma just kind of running him down. And well, here's Schofield and King Jungles to prove a point, trying to charge away, but Zayat slowed to a crawl, and it'll be a kill then towards King Jungles.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I would say so far for the lane, the Undying, I don't know if you can call it an experiment, but the Undying mid is working. But then it's going to be this question. Okay, so he's going to go Blink Dagger after the Soul Ring and the bottle. So just getting on top of heroes, rotting mids, Tombstone deep in enemy lines, and just being a big lunkering hunk of zombie.
I think it's interesting. I guess so. If he ults and then he blinks on Monkey or Bat or the supports, they just die.
Right.
The concern is, for me, is gonna be the puck. Like I don't really see what Navi's gonna do versus the puck, but it's hard to say.
It's a good point. I don't know. I think it's really interesting. It's a draft where really there's like kind of one quote unquote free hero on both sides. Schofield here in trouble. You get the chance to snowball as he dies to the Nether Ward. Carefully here now, increasing that magic damage with the Decrepify. In a lot of trouble and just burned to a crisp. A huge Sonic Wave is going to connect on a 3. Whisper gets the kill credit there actually on a Niku as well. He's alive. He's back. You're right. And he's got an amplified damage. He's ready to fight. He's never felt better. Gonna try then on the Pugna. Bit of a heal there out on the Soul Rip. He's still alive for now. Doesn't actually have life drain though. So couldn't tap himself up even more. Try and turn for a kill. He will still die. A few ultis tossed in there, not half bad. Do you just keep sieging now because of the Ceaseless Dirge? Probably not, right?
No, I think you just get your dagger. You don't want to die a second time, like randomly, just back to back. Oh.
Global. They have caught this Morphling here. Didn't get the chance to pop the attribute shift, but it wasn't going to be enough burst damage anyway out from Yuma. A bit of a hopeful kill there onto the Morphling. He's got a charge coming his way. I don't know if they can really do anything. Yeah, I was going to say. But that's Echo Saber first item then for Monkey.
Yuma usually likes playing this playstyle of Monkey carry. He doesn't really like the Battlefield Radiance too much. He likes going Echo or Deso, stuff like that, and just like being very active and fighting, which I think fits his playstyle, definitely. He's definitely more of like a fighting type of carry than like a full AFK farming carry. Which, it's like, yeah, I think it makes sense in this game, but I'm just worried that like one of these fights is going to overextend into the Undying and then lose a lot. Whereas the Morphling is going to basically play this game with, I would say 0 deaths. He has the 1 death, but I think Morph's just going to play to scale and just be the hyper carry, and then at some point I think Heroic just might not be able to deal with him.
Yeah, it's really interesting, right? Because this idea of the Undying mid kind of accelerating his game experience-wise, especially, but also with items. Like, he is very much going to be a brick wall in this early game. Here's Blink Dagger reveal coming. Whisper's got a blink here as well. And you've got Sayat's positioned behind with the trees. Sonic Wave's ready. They're strong. Can they catch him in time, though? They cancel the blink. Very good flame break there, but I don't think it's going to make a difference here. As Niku, he's going to jump on in. Whisper's going to turn. I think he canceled his TP there, realizing he can get a kill onto the Spirit Breaker. Down he goes. Everything committed there by Navi except for the Sonic Wave. You do have Yuma coming through the Twin Gate, speaking about being active.
He's going to go back. See, and he does it with the Deso cute. He's thinking about it.
Yeah, I noticed. Pick up the first Mythical Hammer, see where life takes you from there, I would say.
A little vibe check.
Yeah, right. Temperature check.
Could
Is
be
my
a
team
Skull
gonna
Basher
ping me?
2, could be a Maelstrom. Never know.
That's true. That's true. That's the beauty of Dota.
Dire are
A
scanning.
little bit of a sandbox. Maelstrom would be, that'd be something for sure.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Especially after the Echo. You buy Echo, you go
Right.
back for Maelstrom.
Smoke timing now from Heroic. They've already seen the Blink Dagger on Whisper. And he's 25 seconds out until he actually has another lasso. But they know that there's no Flesh Golem. There's no Tombstone either. Not be aware of some timing here. As the jump's actually going to be mid. Fairly easy kill there. No lasso required. They hold on to that global silence as well. As it's only going to be Analog committing the coil.
I feel like there's some impact issues with this Undying right now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he did great in his lane. He destroyed his lane. But then what? Like, they took the team fight mid, but he died. He was in front of a tower, he died. I think surprisingly, the Batrider seems really good. That is like so much damage goes out of this here. It doesn't matter how tanky you are on Undying if you
true.
can't deal with the Batrider.
Radiant's top
I can't help but feel like Navi, they can siege a little bit more effectively, though. Like, I thought they were going to play this Undying more like a frontliner. They were going to be nether blasting these towers with strong counter initiation, the Quap waiting behind, you know, the more farming in the area. And then you can kind of turn a fight from there. I guess that's a little risky into a Blink Bat, though, right? Because you can get positioned poorly,
Yeah.
snowball save. Yeah, I guess it's not that easy. I mean, Riddies is trying. He wants this tower, and by God, he'll get it. It'll be the last thing he does on this life. But he will get that tower.
Going on top.
Bubble up for top lane. It's going to cover this kill attempt onto the Queen of Pain. PMA is going to go down, not before it gets a Scream of Pain off, and a quick bash here into the Nether Strike. Schofield is going to take a dive. Yuma in the vicinity. They've got this ward, so they know that the Spirit Breaker is quite isolated. Committing the coil even onto him. He's going to snap that big soul rip as Analog eats a short duration charge here. Those are going to be those zombies building up onto him now. Does not have a blink on out, but has another illusory orb. And now with the backing of Yuma to jump back in. Flame Break
Nice
keeps him
boundless.
inside of the Wukong's command. It's a really nice boundless strike onto 2. Prevents a life drain from topping up Niku. Therefore, he goes down quickly and very easily here to Whisper, who's in a little bit deep. But that last auto attack from Zayats will put him into the grave. Pretty long and drawn out fight. I believe that tower still stands up top lane for the time being. That'll change soon. Analog will get that thing down. And I think it's a better fight then for Heroic, right? Because they start... Well, hold on. This is a little suspicious place to be farming. Got the juice. He's fairly tanky, but caught inside the ice shards now. Adaptive Strike's not going to buy him a whole lot of space or time. EMA, Sonic Wave at the ready.
Ooh,
Connects
nice
onto,
snowball.
I think, nobody. Very nice save there on the snowball. Does buy enough time, at least for a second waveform out as Schofield suddenly, he's in far too deep. Denied, though, by Yuma. Second time, he was practicing. It was a warm-up in the bottom lane. This fight's still going on. Boundless Strike, not in time, though, as the Nether Strike comes through from Zayats. And now we're done fighting, right? Right.
This time we're
Okay,
done
that
fighting.
was a long skirmish.
I think I mean, that's the worry about Morphling, right? Like, they committed so many resources on him, and I don't know what more they could have done to kill him. They even dodged. I was like, oh, Quap's here. Quap ults. It's gonna knock them all back. That's like it's kind of like a stunning them all, right? Like the knockback from Queen of Painel. But then they snowball dodge it. Oh no. Ooh. The charge.
Nice stuns. Yeah, really good charge. Zayat. He's gonna lose his life for this, but a TP away by PMA. Good save.
Worth it though.
Save onto the Quap.
But I just feel like they used everything, right? They used like full Tusk, full Monkey was hitting him, even Puck was there. Sure, they don't have Coil, but that's the only thing they were missing. And Morphling just walks away.
So if you're Navi, right, specifically if you got the juice, are you just like, all right, my objective, just get big. Like, I don't need to be this fighting force. Let the Monkey show up. Let him kind of wreck my teammates a little bit. As long as I'm farming, as long as I'm using that space, I got their back later. Oh, well, that's troublesome here. They don't have a lasso. Ooh, yeah. No Manta. No Manta yet. Well,
that's a big kill.
Yeah, it is. Just as I was saying, he's going to carry the game for them.
His goal
wasn't meant to be here.
To not die is what I would say, rather than do anything else. So, unfortunate.
Mid tower's going to go down, though. I think Puck's killing the... Oh, no. There was a TP out by Ritus, so nice job sniping the mid tier 1. This is their last tier 1 tower. They be Navi. So Navi are about to lose the last tier 1. Does open up the map a little bit easier. You can see Schofield getting in position. As Zayat is quick to get out. Oh, he did go Deso. Look at that. Yuma's got a Deso online.
It's a lot of damage when Monkey hits his timing. I think Pugno dies one shot to a Jingu boundary strike.
Yeah, probably.
It's definitely good. It's just you have a lot on your shoulders when you go this build, because you go too far in, you don't have your BKB for like 3,000, 4,000 gold, and you just die.
Right.
Like if he gets charged, oh no, not the tree cut.
Schofield. He's gonna get stunned, bashed again. Got the juice going on in, taking a lot of damage from that last word. Ooh, another strike just in time. Schofield. Unlucky there on the TP timing.
My biggest worry for Navi is this Undying's game.
Uh-oh, life drain. He's got PKB active. He's going to try and turn and fight this with the Flesh Golem. Roche is going to walk on through this fight. That's going to be a little bit awkward for someone. Analog with the Amplified Damage rune ready to go. Niku having to dance around Roche. I thought he was going to get picked up. That's how big his model is at the moment. But an awkward fight for a BKB reveal. Not really netting anything there, Gunner.
Yeah, just kind of... not like wasting. Sure, he gets jumped, he wastes, like the lasso gets used, but again, my worry with this build is I think in the past I've seen it with Echo or Orchid, like you get an item that actually does something, like it slows them or it silences them, whereas now I feel like he just has blink. Like he just it's like, sure, you blink in there and then what? The bat's gonna go on you after. Bat can kill you, so now you can only go bat, and if you can only go bat, it's like, what's the point?
Yeah, this bat's a tank buster for sure. Kind of is a scary part about playing against him with the Arsonist build. Really can ramp up the damage, especially if you can't burst bat and make his initiation scary. Like at the moment, until this Morphling's big, I don't think heroic. Clearly they are. I mean, they're smoking now after taking Tormentor. I don't think they're scared of you. Taking your Wisdom Shrine, going into your triangle here, Niku. He's got Ceaseless Dirge, but does not want to be taking a death here and reads this well. Won't get out of harm's way. He's actually, he's just fine. Jump on in from each side. Silence is going to make things a little awkward for sure. As Schofield will be able to TP away. In the meantime, it's Zayats. In too deep against Analog. Niku with the kill and exchange, at least onto the silencer. Okay, and can you get this puck? Probably not. Blink Dagger on cooldown still. No Orchid, no way to cancel.
I mean, I would really have liked Orchid on Undying still. I don't like harp on it too much, but I just feel like it's setting this game up to definitely be a 1v5 for Morph against all odds. And
Sure.
I mean, fortunately for Navi, I feel like Gata just did that kind of last game and can do it again. But they get the jump on the Tusk.
Yep, buying a little bit of space and time while Roche is finished off here. Walrus punch onto a creep, and down he goes. Got the juice. Aegis in hand. Buys him a little bit of extra safety. Speaking of safety, that puck picking up a Lincoln Sphere this game.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Lincoln Spheres. I guess that's just for the charge, because he's worried about the Shadow Blade Spear Breaker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And speaking of, it's online now, Zayats. It's being fetched to him on his courier.
Okay, so they hit the same timing. Both have Lincoln Shadow Blade. That was before his blink, actually. Wow, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no blink.
Realize that.
So just does not want to get caught out. And I don't hate the idea of it, to be honest, because you've got this blink initiator on the Bat Rider with Yuma's build going for the Deso first. I also feel like he's highly incentivized to just kind of get in there, you know, and get the Deso debuff, try and pop someone, maybe like this Pugna from trees or something.
Yeah, I
Like,
think also the cool thing about it, I didn't really think about this interaction until pubs when I realized how annoying it was. Turning into Puck is actually really good for Morphling, because you can silence the Puck with an AoE silence and the Puck just dies. And you can also like orb yourself out and do all this stuff. So I was playing Puck, and every time the Morph actually went a Shadow Blade, he like rushed Silver Edge just to be able to like sneak up on me, steal me, and then silence me. So it's probably also to some extent you're buying Lincolns to also prevent the Morph from turning into you. So it's like
Making it a
it
little
works
bit more
both ways.
difficult. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, there are sometimes those unique interactions in Dota. It's like anytime you play an Underlord against a Rubik just turns into a better Underlord, especially with the AoE cast facet. For a while when like Beastmaster mid was absolutely bonkers on the old Axe's eggs, people will just pick Rubik to counter him for better Rubik. It's funny how that works out sometimes. Charge from behind. EMA, global, into the snowball. They're making a go at this now. They've got good control onto Ridis. They're going to take him down first as the Boundless Strike is going to split their focus here, actually, quite a bit awkwardly. PMA then just unleashing onto Whisper. He's going to eat that lasso as the charge coming through is going to prevent any sort of snowball save. Whisper the first to fall in this fight. Now the control onto Yuma. He's got BKB, a big Boundless Strike onto 3 is going to interrupt that annoying life drain as they have managed to burst the first life from that Aegis. Got the juice on the second life, focusing down onto Yuma though. Completely unleashed in this fight. And Navi, they find a pretty good one. I want to say the Undying also ceaseless dirge in that engagement. Did he?
He did.
He did.
So he did die, but I mean, all in all, it's a 2 for 2. Like it doesn't favor either team too much, but Navi did kill 2 cores, right?
Here's a look at it again.
I mean, it's a really good reaction by everyone. Like the snowball to save plus the global kind of turnaround.
Oh, hold that thought. Schofield and Analog. PMA is fighting through this one with the Essence Ring. He's going to be A-okay. That does leave Schofield in a vulnerable position. Down he goes. Can we look at that fight again, though? I wouldn't mind seeing that one back. I think that's pretty important here for Navi's game, generally speaking.
Yeah, I thought it would go worse with how the fight started. Like, this charge from behind, sure, it's good, but then an instant double coil on the supports, double global, but I don't know how neither of the supports actually ended up dying. Surprisingly, I think that Boundless Strike actually should have been the Pugna before he decrypted himself.
Right.
You kill this Pugna, and then here it's like, Quap gets the perfect ult off right before, so now the Bat's dead. Here, if Analog did not have an illusion rune, he was also dead.
Ooh, this is a big kill on a Whisper. Whisper,
He's
can he
alive.
manage to escape here? Yeah, he's okay.
He
Compromising
cut down
position
his
to starting a team fight. Oh, they did cut down his tree. Global to cover him, but that tombstone is right on top of Yuma. Yuma with an 8-second BKB, but he's not going to get to use it. The charge in time stops the Boundless Strike. What a fight. What a pickoff. Navi.
Oh no.
Moving with confidence.
Who even was the one that picked off Yuma? Oh no. Oh, those feel so bad.
That was crazy. So much. This morph is he at his butterfly already? Is that kind of what we're seeing here?
He's actually skipping butterfly this game for now.
He is caught in the river. Quick snowball is going to buy him a few more seconds. Just
blink?
Schofield.
They saw him there with the
Okay, maybe. No, they see him. And the dagger for good measure. Oh, yeah. All right. All right, PMA. He's going to guarantee that kill. Yes, sir. As they continue to kind of stagger these deaths by Heroic all over the map. It's, you know, you talk about like taking losses and just continuing to bleed. It's difficult in games like this when you get into this situation, because look at a result, like all the lanes are shoved in. You don't have any wards. Oh, they got one ward in the enemy triangle actually, but there's just so much vision now. So Navi, they just have opportunities to keep making plays. They've got a lot of good vision, good information.
Now Lotus for the Undying. So he's literally just going to tank. That's all he's doing. He wants to blink in, BKB, Lotus himself, and exist in the fight. He's not going to actually kill any heroes. I think he can kill the bat, probably, with like the slow from his ult.
Yeah, that's true. I'm surprised he's not.
About it.
He should get shard. I think it's a really good shard game, isn't it?
I don't know if you can save from lasso with the shard.
Careful here, Schofield. Now suddenly the one in a little bit too deep. As this team deceptively tanky. Yuma trying to jump away. Hit by his own Boundless Strike there.
Still a lasso. I think Niku wants to bait it. He wants to like Lotus whoever's gonna get lassoed. Puck mid. Ooh.
Good effort there on the Blink Silence. PMA suddenly might be the one being hunted. Needs to kill that creep, but doing so, he turns around, finds himself dream coiled up. Zayat's charging on through. I think he stopped the Boundless Strike from coming through. The Global Silence buys Yuma a little bit of time, but he's losing the 1v1. Got the juice, takes him down. They'll only get Zayat's. PMA still alive, topped up now by Ridis, as it's the Silencer up next. Navi just outmaneuvering Heroic in so many of these fights around the map. They're here, they're there.
That was such a good TP from the Morphling with the Boundless. It was like, he had it from when they initiated on him like slowly in the top lane, and then he TPs to the outpost on the tri-camp and then just like stuns the monkey during his Boundless Strike.
Oh,
like,
is that
how
what
close
happened?
It was. Yeah, look, because the monkey's gonna stun this charge right here, but he gets stunned from the right by the Morphling.
I see.
Which that means he gets stunned and then he just dies. I think if he was able to stun that Spirit Breaker, he like turns into a monkey. Maybe they actually take the fight. Maybe the Breaker and the Co-op die. Like they can actually play the game, but
no chance there. Good spell casting there. Got the juice. On top of it here, 2 games in a row on this Morphling. Yes, he has taken a death in this game. Oh, the Lotus Whisper getting caught there. Very good reaction there by Niku. That's that 16-year-old reaction speed, man.
He held it. He was waiting for the blink.
Seriously, analog mid, careful here. In the river, but might be just cut off. Looking for vision. Over in the trees. Over in the... I don't know, man. There's the Lincoln Sphere. Blink Dagger. Currently on cooldown. He's going to try and turn and fight into this one. Good snowball save. But it's Niku on the backlines here, who once again is 1v1ing versus Whisper. Ridis being run down by the Bat Rider, but it's Schofield inside the Wukong's command who's going to go down. They try to cut the tree with the Force Staff. That was sick. They're just off the mark, and either way, it's going to leave Whisper completely isolated. Whisper with a tip there onto Niku.
I feel like the game is...
dare I say, I think this game is just completely out of control now for Heroic.
Yeah, I think it's just snowballing. And, okay... Every Morph game today has looked like this, no? It's like you pick Morph.
Yeah.
The game's like, okay, you know, maybe you're like winning, maybe you're not winning, but then it's like at some point you lose one fight, and then Morph's just unkillable. Whether it's a butterfly timing or you're just skipping it because he's feeling himself, like it doesn't matter. But it's like all it takes is one fight. I feel like for Morphling to feel unkillable.
I have to say, I think today our lesson has been a lot on these mid builds, right? Like Lincoln's pardon on the puck before Blink Dagger. Like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do need that second blink to follow up. Maybe the monkey needs a hero or 2 to go in so he can, you know, use that Deso, stack up the charges. I mean, it's poor Yuma's only got 6 stacks on Deso, and this was his second item, right? Mm-hmm. That to me is also like indicative of a little bit of a problem. Not to start pointing fingers, right, on a build or whatever, but it's just like if you're not able to kind of follow up, follow through, and connect with your teammates. That to me has really big, a really big difference maker throughout all of our matches today.
I think it's part. You could always say it's like part build, part draft, but I think in a lot of the games as well, it's just like the fight execution snowballs really hard. I think in a lot of the games, this game somewhat included. Hold on. So Pug has a really big jump if they can actually take him
save
out.
his life. Starting on the way through, he's going to get stopped by that snowball, though. Global Silence buying more time, but Niku quick on the BKB, and we'll put down that tombstone. In trouble is Zayat. Soul Rip is going to be used to help defend the tombstone. That leaves Zayat still alive. Whisper's going to try and chase him down. In the meantime, got the juice. He's unleashed into this fight. Zayat lives, and Whisper overextending back onto his side of the river, but there's going to be a charge coming from any second. Schofield's going to go buy back. They need someone to try and save this Bat Rider. Analog, can it be him? So far, just with a Force Staff, that's good enough, but suddenly Analog's in the middle of the fight and he's just dead. Yuma, what can he offer? Doesn't have an ulti here to use. Whisper is still being chased on down, and he's led the entirety of NAVI into King Jungles, who is going to fall victim to PMA. Oh, that is... It looks like a half-decent
still
start.
looking.
Oh, okay, a little walrus punch up the cliff.
Nice
Whisper,
blink on the
quick blink on down. PMA, he's still hunting. Doesn't have a sonic wave. The Force Staff up to the high ground here for Whisper, ticking down to that vessel as that second scream's going to do the trick. PMA versus Schofield now. Schofield did buy back, but PMA, he's just going to be a little bit too strong. And with Niku closing the gap, I don't think there's anything that's going to change here. Yuma, he's nearby as they will force Schofield out even further, ticking down to the Shadow Strike, not the dagger. He goes down. And that might just be the bow to wrap this one up, because during that little chase sequence, Navi, they send the Morphling into the pit, and he easily finishes off that Roshan. Aegis now in hand for 4.5.
Ooh, look at that net worth. He's just up, what, 7,000 gold on the Monkey King?
Yeah.
It's rough. He's up over a full item, almost 2 full items on the Monkey King. There's gonna be a nullifier on the Monkey, which is, I said in the draft that it's a really good nullifier game. So maybe with that, it means that the Spirit Breaker can die because he can't use himself, he can't use his bulldoze. Also, the Pugna can't save with the Glimmer Cape or the Decrep. So there's a lot of, and even the Yules and the Queen of Pain. Like, again, it's a super good nullifier game. It's just, I think it's just a little too late.
Yeah, it might have been like a really good nullifier game 6 minutes ago or something, right? Is kind of what you're saying.
Because now,
it's like,
Undying has a sheep.
oh, does he?
Yeah. He's a full hex.
Wow.
So
He's been so fast on that Lotus as well. This mid Undying, it's won me over a little bit. I do think it probably needs some other kind of pairing, like some really fast hero in the off lane to really take full advantage of it. But so far, so good. And Yuma, he's being controlled, being locked down. There's a global trying to chase down this Spirit Breaker. Look how fast he is. And in the meantime, Whisper, the reinforcements are being cut off. There goes Got the Juice. Yuma in an awkward position here as they see him with the charge. Got the Juice murdering Whisper, who was on his high ground when he died. Schofield then left behind, killed off by 4 enemy heroes. And Yuma, he just doesn't even have the damage or the control he needs to take down the Spirit Breaker, even with the nullifier gunner. This one, it might be a 2-0.
I think they're looking at Throne. So Whisper has buy. I think they have to kill Queen of Pain with the lasso, probably is the best, because Morph is an Aegis. I think you have to buy and go
still on that Aegis. They have a glyph. There's the buyback now. Roshan banner placed on down so they can keep sieging a little bit. PMA is going to make that jump on in. There's going to be the lasso. Yuma, he is melting. Just stands his ground and dies to the Morphling. Nothing he could do about it there. Corralled into the fountain. Heroic. They can do nothing here in this game. Got the Juice back onto the throne. Analog doing what he can as Zayat's stopped by diving the fountain only by that last flame break. There he goes. He's going to die there. Sonic Wave's going to be avoided by Analog on that phase shift as the Glyph of Fortification finally dropped on down. Got the Juice down to a 3rd HP, but it's not going to matter, Gunner. The throne, it is Navi's for the taking. They end their day on a 1-1 draw as Heroic will end their first day here on the road to TI. Part of the 0-2 group, so not where they want to be, but again, still not a bad showing for them completely. I think just Navi going to be a tough opponent.
Yeah, I think